This all started with a tip from a credit union after someone was making unusually large in-person cash withdrawals. State Superintendent Tom Horn says the crimes of 2 of the 3 former employees were originally discovered by the Department of Education and then turned over to the Attorney General. Nearly $615,000. That's how much Attorney General Chris Mays says 5 people were able to defraud taxpayers through a scheme involving Arizona's ESA program.
They created ghost students with forged birth certificates, children that didn't exist, and gave them fake disability diagnoses that would make them eligible for larger funding amounts.
3 former Department of Education employees are accused of being at the helm of the conspiracy and spending the funds meant for educational purposes on luxury expenses. They're now facing felony charges for their alleged role in the fraud, money laundering, and forgery operation. State Superintendent Tom Horn says they were hired by his predecessor and later fired by him after the allegations came to light.
I'm a former Attorney General. I'm going to be sure that we root out fraud and that every expenditure is a valid educational expense.
Mays says this investigation shows deeper problems within the school choice voucher system. She argues lawmakers need to implement more guardrails to prevent this kind of abuse. She points out this particular case ramped up after the ESA program expanded universally in 2022.
This fraud is a slap to the face of any parent that has children with disabilities. They now have to compete for the time and resources of ADE staff.
Parents with children with disabilities get exactly the same amount that they've always gotten. So they haven't had any disadvantages.
Horn says his department is cracking down on fraud, sending 7 investigations to the Attorney General's office so far this year. Another prevention method that's new, all ESA applications are now given to employees in a randomized way to avoid future cases like this one. Reporting live, Michaela Marshall for Arizona's Family.
Michaela, thank